What is going on, Outlaws? Once again, Michael or Legacy Killer HD here, discussing Red Dead Redemption 2, and today we're specifically going to be concentrating on the story and characters of this upcoming title. A lot of people have been looking over that trailer, and there may have been some hidden details that have been discovered that may give some indication what Rockstar Games has planned for us. But if you've missed any of the past Red Dead Redemption 2 videos, make sure you check out the link in the description and the annotation on the screen to the playlist. A lot of news, information, and theories about this upcoming title that you're not going to want to miss. Nonetheless, Outlaws, let's get right into the first topic. We're going to start off with some of the characters that were noticed within this trailer. There's a lot of speculation throughout the community that one of the characters that we saw who is walking back with his game on top of his horse may be Uncle from Red Dead Redemption. And there is some evidence that may back all of this up. Within Red Dead Redemption, there was some conversation with John Marston that indicates that Uncle was once a rancher and he may have possibly owned his own spread.
I was a rancher myself back in the day.
And there's some other conversation during that same scene between John Marston and Uncle that indicates that they used to be drinking buddies together in the past.
This is why they say you should never hire the people you drink with.
And there's another scene within this trailer that a lot of people have been saying that the character that was walking back with his game on the horse may be the same as the one who's lying on his stagecoach while a dead wolf is being eaten by turkey vultures. Either way, this character is something that you would expect out of a younger version of Uncle, and with this game more than likely being a prequel, it would make a lot of sense to see Uncle in a different light. Within Red Dead Redemption, John Marston compares him to being a lazy old drunk, and while I would still expect to see him drinking a lot, I think we could see him working hard as a rancher before he even gets involved with John Marston. That's why I think this is a very interesting theory that I wanted to make sure I shared with you, Outlaws. And moving right along to our next possible character, within the trailer we see some type of character looking over a burning oil field, and a lot of people have been comparing this to GTA 5's original reveal trailer where we ended up seeing Michael looking over the city of Los Santos. And this more than likely will be the main protagonist of the next Red Dead title. And I also base that on the fact that he appears to have the same outfit and hat as the center character on the poster, and the middle character, the Magnificent Seven, that seems to be running towards some type of heist or event at the end of the trailer. Now, comparing the Magnificent Seven group that we see within the end of the trailer and the poster is very interesting because we see some matching characters, but we see some different characters. The only different characters is that within the poster we see characters from Red Dead Redemption such as John Marston, Dutch, and Bill Williamson. And within the trailer we see some type of female character that was not seen on the poster, along with an African American male character and some other unknown male character. But again, the only characters that we see on both the poster and within the trailer is the center character, in which both situations he appears to be leading the pack. And next we have some type of older outlaw who has the same buttoned up outfit in the trailer and poster, and next we have some type of Native American character and another unknown male character that has the same hat in both trailer and poster. Now, I know a lot of people may be asking yourself, why is Rockstar Games doing this? The only answer that I can really come up right now is that maybe these characters are in some type of heist and we have the ability of choosing characters. And if we do have these same four characters, you would think that they're a pivotal gang, maybe working together, and that the other characters are just people who've come along. So Dutch's gang may be somehow incorporated in one of the missions, and then the other three people may be brought in and chosen. But again, I want to mention that there is a lot of theories out there, some of them even being that this could be an online incorporation into the single player, which I don't think Rockstar Games would do, but it is another theory out there. And in my point of view, if Rockstar Games is incorporating GTA 5's heist missions and bringing it to the Red Dead universe, you would make some type of posse and each of them having some type of value to the heist, which in this case, from the trailer, it appears that these outlaws are preparing for something big. But let me know what you think in the comment section about that. What do you think about these characters? Do you think that they may be chosen alike to how GTA 5 heists are, and maybe that's what Rockstar Games is doing in this case, and maybe we'll have the ability to incorporate Dutch's gang in some of the missions? Anyway, Outlaws, let's move to the next part of this video, and that's going to be concentrating on the story of this upcoming title. And if you were looking within the trailer, there was some hidden details hinting to the Native American presence being much bigger in this next Red Dead title. One of those being a Native American character being on a canoe, while also in one of the trees you see a dream catcher, and then obviously one of the characters within the Magnificent Seven appears to be a Native American based on his Cherokee leggings and just his overall appearance. But why are these details about Native Americans important? That may be a question that you're asking yourself. Within Red Dead Redemption, the biggest conflicts were the Mexican Revolution that was going on at the time, and obviously the United States government's interference into the West. And it appears in Red Dead Redemption 2 the Native American conflict could be a huge part of the story. Within the debut trailer of Red Dead Redemption, Drew McFarlane speaks about this.
Came here from the East. For 10 years, we fought the Indians. Tough men.
And I hope you recognize that he specifically mentioned to the East and that they battled Native Americans for about 10 years. And from that leaked Red Dead Redemption 2 map, which ironically enough is to the east, there's many locations hinting to a Native American conflict. And not to mention that a lot of the locations within the trailer back up with this map. And I'll throw some of the images on the screen that have been found within the trailer that match the map, which definitely are very interesting details to this next Red Dead title. But I know a lot of you outlaws out there may remember I've discussed this map heavily in the past. That's why I'm going to go briefly over it, but I will be throwing all the details on the screen in writing, so if you want to pause the video and check it out for yourself, but these details are huge. There's hidden meaning behind a lot of the locations that are placed on the map. Now, some of the bigger details on this map is Old Fort Wallace, which is in Cumberland Forest, and it was a U.S. cavalry fort built in Wallace County, Kansas to help defend settlers against Native American raids between 1865 to 1882, and Fort Wallace was considered to be one of the most important military outposts on the frontier. That's why you'd expect that this fort could be a very big thing in a Native American conflict within the title. And then we have Larned Sod, which is some type of settlement. Fort Larned is a real life location. It was a key post in the Indian Wars from 1859 to 1869, but it also served as an agency of the Indian Bureau. But another detail I forgot to mention, within the mission Exodus of America, one of the first missions within Red Dead Redemption, the character Jake tells us about the history of Fort Mercer. He mentions that it was occupied by the US cavalry during the Mexican-American War, and they ended up leaving to possibly fight Indians up north, which is definitely a very interesting detail.
Why'd they leave?
Well, I ain't entirely sure. I heard they had to go up north to fight Indians or...
Now, with one of our Magnificent Seven characters being a Native American, the others we really don't know much about yet, including that center character, somehow they're probably going to be involved in this conflict. Could it be them helping the Native Americans help protect their land? Or could it be us battling some type of Native American gang that attacking settlers? Only time will tell, but it definitely is an interesting start to the story of the next Red Dead title. But anyway, Outlaws, thank you so much for watching. Make sure you smack that like button if you did enjoy the video or found any informative value. Also, drop down the comments. Let me hear your thoughts about the topics that we discussed today. What do you think about a Native American conflict being in the next Red Dead game? What do you think about some of the returning characters coming in this game? Also, consider subscribing for a lot more additional Red Dead Redemption 2 content to come, and I'll see you Outlaws later.